Aloha, everyone. Hope you are all doing absolutely amazing today. I'm thinking it must be Wednesday because I'm doing a Facebook Live, and so I think that might be a clue, right? Very grateful that you guys are logging in regularly and connecting up with this, or possibly even just watching the video, which is totally okay. I'm here, check that out, 37th Annual NLP Trainers Training. How incredible. My dad back in the 80s founded this company. We're actually celebrating 40 years this year, 40 years of being in business. And in the seminar and training industry, I think that's pretty impressive. I think that's absolutely amazing. And, my dad founded the company back in 82. And so a few years after that, he created trainers training. He actually created trainers training. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have NLP trainers trainings, because back in the day, you just had to follow the trainer around and do whatever it is that they say to do. And hopefully one day they sign your certificate. We have gone a lot better than that on this path. And, very honored to be able to carry on the tradition here. And so here at Trainers Training, got an incredible group. Back there are the assistants. They're getting all prepped and ready. They're evaluating. They're helping the new group of trainers that will be coming into the class in about 15 minutes, helping them to get better and better at what they do. So again, love doing these Facebook Lives, and sometimes the team gives me a topic. Sometimes the team says, okay, here's a topic that we'd like you to talk about. Sometimes you just let me pick the topic and pick whatever it is that I want to talk about. And today, they kind of gave me that one. They allowed me to just pick whatever it was, and I love being transparent. I love being transparent with my students. I wanted to talk about kindness today. I wanted to talk about being kind. Now, there's a lot of videos out there and a lot of information about how to be kind, and a lot of it is talking about being kind to others. Like, you meet someone and how can you be nice to them? How can you be kind to them? Now, while I agree, that's an important thing. It's an important thing to be kind to other people, and most people have an easy time doing that. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about being kind to yourself. I want to talk about being kind to probably one of the most important people in your life, and that's you. We tend to be so hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up. I didn't do a good job with the training, or, your hair doesn't look a certain way, or I did a workout this morning and I just didn't have that next level where I normally do, where I can push it. And even my mind, after having done this stuff since I was 11, even my mind went into a place of, what's wrong with you? I had some, corn tortillas last night. I don't usually eat that. And I just started beating myself up. And that's not a space that you want to be in. From a psychology perspective, I'm a doctor of psychology. They've done studies, and two things came out from these studies about how we actually talk to ourselves. Number one, people will say things to themselves that they would never say to anyone else. I mean, some of the most horrific things. And number two, people, and sorry guys, men more than women, have a very difficult time actually just looking in the mirror and going, I love you. I love what I see. Instead, what people do is they look in the mirror and they say some of the most awful things. My teacher of hula and drumming, his name is Kumu Etua, and he makes corrections, and he'll often see a dancer, correcting another dancer when he's teaching hula, and he would always say, don't worry about the person to your right, don't worry about the person to your left, focus on the one in the middle. And a big lesson that he always shares with his students is, what do you do for yourself? Do you ever take any time, like for example, in the morning, to just care for yourself and do something kind for yourself to set that energy for the day? And so, not a very long lesson, but I think a very important lesson. People have to be more kind to themselves and cut themselves some slack. Begin to treat yourself as you would treat someone that you absolutely love and respect. Say the nice things to yourself and build yourself up. You want to get that momentum going with this, and it makes a huge difference in your life. Really big difference. All right, just a quick message for you guys today, short message, and I'm going to go get ready because I think I'm teaching in a few minutes. So thank you all so much for being on here, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Aloha.